Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on PC and Android with Yuzu, and I've got some big news for you today. So for Yuzu on PC, as of mainline 16.21, they added a brand new controller setting to map SL and SR buttons in dual Joy-Con mode. This will allow people to play WarioWare and Move It mini games that do require those buttons. And in mainline 16.24, they fixed Super Mario RPG not having in-game background music. And the paid testing early access version of Yuzu also got a brand new update. Actually, a couple here. Version 3980 fixes Super Mario RPG colors that would not be rendered correctly on NVIDIA GPUs. And in 3981 here, it fixes a couple of regressions in Xenoblade as well as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now for Yuzu on Android, I've got an update here about NCE. NCE stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or native code execution, depending on how you want to interpret that. Yuzu also calls it Project Nice, and we talked about this one a few days ago when we went over the progress report. We've also talked about this one in the past. Anyways here, at a high level with Project Nice, it's really going to improve how Yuzu performs on Android devices. It's going to improve frame rates, games are going to play a heck of a lot better. It's going to really transform the app, and we've got an update here. So if we go on ahead and take a look at Yuzu's GitHub page, we can see this right here, Implement Native Code Execution. This is an early look. It's not the finished product, it's not the polished product. However, if you wanted to check it out, you absolutely can. Yuzu is 100% free and open source. However, if you wanted to access any file on this page, you do have to be logged into your GitHub account. Here's an example of what we might expect in terms of performance. So this is Breath of the Wild before using JIT. It was running at 10 frames per second. And here is after, running at 30 frames per second thanks to NCE. Now I want to say here, if you end up checking out that link and trying out NCE, it's not the final implementation of it. It's not the official release of Yuzu Android with NCE incorporated into it. I've been led to believe that's going to be Android version 137, and they're currently on 135. So be patient here. It appears that NCE officially is going to be right around the corner. And speaking about Zelda, if for some reason you wanted a Nintendo Switch Zelda branded microSD card from SanDisk, the 1TB version is on for 33% off right now, on for $100. It's worth noting though that this card has up to 100 read and 90 write, whereas the non-Nintendo branded SanDisk 1TB Extreme is a little bit cheaper here, a few cents cheaper, and a little bit faster. This one's up to 190 read and 130 write. Now, I don't think the Switch is really going to take advantage of that, so I guess it depends on what you're using this card for. Moving on, and we're talking about James Pond, and if you've played James Pond before, there's a chance you haven't played some of these levels. There's a brand new ROM hack on romhacking.net, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. This is for the Genesis specifically, and the story here is very interesting. They say while doing research for an upcoming level editor for James Pond 3, some extra levels were stumbled upon. The Amiga AGA port didn't quite get cleaned up properly because backups of some of the levels were included in the batch of files for the game. These files are never referenced by the game's code, so they are completely unused. So in this ROM hack called James Pond 3 Lost Levels, they've replaced the first 2 levels with these brand new unused levels. If you wanted to check this one out and learn more, I'll drop a link in the description below. Next up here, we're quickly talking about the Nothing Phone and Nothing Chats. Now, Nothing Chats is an exclusive app to the Nothing Phone, and it's basically iMessage for Android, and you can actually message iPhone users with it. Now, from what I've read, the app isn't very well executed, and in terms of security, it basically has none. So to my knowledge, Nothing Chats is built on Sunbird, and Dylan Russell took a look at this entire thing, and what they found is kind of scary. In summary here, Sunbird has access to every message sent and received through the app on your device. All of the documents, images, videos, audio, PDFs, V cards, and more sent through Nothing Chat and Sunbird are public. Nothing Chats is not end-to-end encrypted. Now, even more concerning here is that when pressed, it appears that Sunbird app thought everything was absolutely fine. The lack of security was fine. However, good news though is that Nothing did step in and removed it from the Google Play Store. They say here they're delaying the launch until further notice to work with Sunbird to fix several bugs. And Twitter says the bugs are security issues, so there is that. It's super unfortunate. If you were using Nothing Chats, you may want to double check the things that you sent in it. And if you've still got it on your device, you may want to think about removing it. I don't know about you, but based on this, I'm having a very hard time trusting Sunbird or Nothing moving forward. I mean, in my opinion, this was a massive blunder. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.